This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast for Tuesday, December the 5th. Charity is back from her trip up to the North Pole yesterday. It was a secret trip.
Yeah, I'm going to take it that that's what you told people?
Yeah, I told everybody you were sick because I didn't want you to know that you were on a secret expedition up north. Make sure that the elves were working hard, everything was running.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody that.
Well, not until you came back, I thought. No? Are you making enough Taylor Swift dolls? Because there's...
Whatever. No, I wasn't. It was funny because I wasn't feeling the greatest yesterday, or something was off yesterday. Mark thought I was dying immediately.
Yep,
that was the funny part. I'm like, I'm not feeling great. And you just immediately went there.
Well, you started talking about, sort of being a little dizzy.
I was a little dizzy yesterday, yes.
Yeah.
I was a lot dizzy. I was a lot dizzy yesterday.
Yeah, brain tumor. I went right to it. I had you.
It's not
cremated.
a tumor.
Yeah, I was just, my gosh,
Mark
would
had
you go
moved
see a
on.
doctor?
Mark had his next co-host lined up, ready to go.
It's not true at all. I had lined up guests for the final show, but not at all. I was concerned. You're mocking my concern
I was.
now.
I totally mocked your concern because I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah, relax.
Really, relax.
All right.
If it persists more than a day, then then it could be a tumor. Who knows?
All right.
But I am back here today, fine.
Yep. Charity sneezes, and it's like super COVID. Here we go. Long COVID. Got to get her out of here. It's like something. I don't even know what it is.
We are also paranoid, though, aren't we?
I'm just concerned. You know why? It's because I'm now 60, and I play pickleball. On Thursday, I played again last night, so I woke up this morning and my back's a little sore. So I must have done something because it can't be because I'm old and no longer an athlete.
You should probably go have a scan of some sort and get that checked out.
Right.
No, you're older and you need to stretch better. You're working muscles. You haven't worked in a while.
Could be. See, this is what's awful, though. Is last Thursday, there was a guy, really good pickleball player, but younger than me.
Yes.
Not by a lot, but probably a lot.
Okay.
Who stretched a hamstring.
Pulled a hamstring.
Yeah, just stretched the hammy a little bit, so he just went to go sit down, and I thought, younger than me. I'm in better shape. I didn't. And then I realized he runs the court a lot. I was
going to say, was he a little faster than you?
He was faster and covered more ground, I think, whereas I was very good at, good shot.
Mark's more of a cautious player.
Right, good shot. I always hope it's going out. Good shot. It turns out it was in by 3 feet.
Being raised by a nurse, if nothing was bleeding profusely or anything protruding from the skin, nobody made a fuss.
Nobody makes
you're
fuss.
Fine. You're fine. Go gargle. That was the go-to.
Put some Vicks on
it. Exactly. Here's some ginger ale. And I got that yesterday. I'm like, I was almost at home with some ginger ale.
Really? But did you contact your mom right away? Was that the first thing?
Well, no.
You weren't well?
Because
this
later
never
in the morning.
To you before,
not
right?
like this. No, you get dizzy spells.
Yeah,
but
I
this
had
was
Menaire, so to me, dizzy is bad.
Well, you know what it is, and it sounds ridiculous, and that's why I went through my whole morning routine because this is stupid. I think I was just getting to the wall. I was about to hit that wall. Things have been really busy lately.
Right.
I think, and I know I was dehydrated. I could feel my skin like I knew I wasn't drinking enough water.
Okay.
I knew I was overtired. So I think it was just my body saying, look, if you're not going to stop, we're going to make you stop. And if we have to knock you down, we're going to I didn't go. Yeah, I hit a few walls yesterday, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think that was it. But I did call my mom. Yes, I did call her later in the morning. Just
we're all glad you're here and you're better. You're better.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to freak out. Totally going to freak out.
But this time of year, right? And it's a good reminder, and I think we should talk about it one morning this week, how important it is. Don't let the holidays overtake you.
Yeah.
Be sure to slow down a bit and drink your water.
Yesterday afternoon, I was at home working on my computer, thinking about the radio station, you being ill and all this stuff, and I started getting all hepped up, and my smartwatch went off.
Yeah.
And I thought, did I get it? Because I don't get a lot of notifications. And it says, your heart rate's too high. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even notice.
No, you were doing it to yourself, just going over everything.
I stressed myself out in my head.
Yeah.
And I actually laughed. It's like, wow, calm down. I'm just sitting here working on my computer. Calm down.
But there's so much more to it. And I say this time of year because this is
That's right.
one of the busiest times. We're all running. We're all doing, because we had our first family gathering over the weekend, which was amazing. It was first time since before COVID.
Yeah.
We all got together. So it was so great. Like babies who are now
4.
like little kids. Like they're so it was wonderful. But those kind of activities start, right? You're getting ready not just for yourself and your own home and your own family, but it's extended family, it's friends, it's planning, it's buying, it's everything. It can be a lot.
Yeah.
And then with your normal regular routine on top of that, you need to don't be like Mark. Don't have your watch go off. Don't be like me and run into walls. Like, take a break.
We are your
have some
cautionary
water.
tale today, everybody. We all can't be Taylor
Exactly.
Swift. It's her world, and we're just living in it.
Oh,
More
my gosh.
coming up with the Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, brought to you by Simple Desk in Trenton.
Simple Desk in Trenton is your ultimate destination to streamline, market, and strengthen your business's brand. Jenny, the visionary behind Simple Desk, took her commitment to business support a step further by creating BRAZEN, an event for women who dare. After the event sellout in 2023, get ready for an even bigger and bolder BRAZEN 2024. The full-day experiential event is packed with networking, vendor booths, exciting giveaways, delicious food, and a speakers panel of incredible female entrepreneurs sharing their inspiring stories. Don't miss out on BRAZEN 2024. Mark your calendars for May 31st. Tickets go on sale November 1st. For all the details, visit simpledesk.ca/BRAZEN and be sure to follow BRAZEN on Instagram at BRAZEN Events 1.
So virtually every year-end list, be it magazine cover, interesting person, newsmaker, she's on Taylor Swift's on every list.
She owns the world.
NFL
We're just watching.
MVP voting, she's like third.
If the NFL had an award for most influential
Yeah.
person, she'd probably get it too, because look what she's done for the NFL. Like, honestly, viewership's up. I'm a fan. Like, she has brought in a whole new group of people to watch the NFL.
Jimmy told me yesterday when you were sick, or maybe I'm making it up. I'm not sure which one. Because my imagination and my memory are linked. So I never know whether it's something I thought of or whether it's something that actually happened.
Okay.
Because that happens. That's how active my imagination is. I trick myself into believing something I thought is actually a memory.
Weird.
That the NFL wants a meeting with her or had a meeting with her on making her like an ambassador for the NFL.
Oh, I hadn't
because
heard
she has
that.
managed to do what they could never do, which was get younger people to watch football. Boys or girls, young men, young women, not just women, but she's tapped into finding a way. So whether it's her, like we think of Jack Nicholson being on the side of the court
At the basketball
at a
court,
Lakers game, or Spike Lee at a Knicks game, other sports found a way to use celebrities,
But
to
not
make it
to
cool.
this degree.
Never. I mean, the
It was
NFL
never this
did.
crazy.
Never. And at an LA Kings game when Gretzky played, you'd get great, like John Candy would go to games.
Even Leaf games. Look who shows up at a Toronto Maple. Like, if they're in town, if there's a big name in town, they're at a Leafs game.
Yeah, and Drake obviously with the Raptors.
Yeah.
So other sports,
but again,
NFL
not to
had
the
never
level.
found a way. Yeah.
Not to the level Taylor Swift has created in these last 6 weeks. Like, it's crazy.
And pulling in the young people.
Yes.
So I think they want to have a meeting with her that says, if it isn't you.
If this is something you had just have conjured up, they should take it and run. They should do it.
Like, if you're too busy, tell us how we can do it. Tell us how you do it, and how can we do it.
Yeah.
And it probably starts with the halftime show. Usher, sorry. Should have figured that one out.
I got thinking about that, but Jay-Z would have been included in that because it's his company, right? Is he not part owner?
Right.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah,
how did he stumble on that?
Yeah,
how did he stumble on this? Because he did so well when Dre and Eminem and like bringing that show together. That was huge.
And Usher's he's an amazing talent, and it'll be a great show. But they've made it. Do you
think it's going to be a great show?
Well, I think he'll do a great.
I don't think it'll
Usher
be a great show. Yeah, I think
Depends
it'll be.
Who he brings. Well, Pitbull will be there.
It's not going to be something I purposely sit and watch this year.
And that's what the Super Bowl has to be.
That's what the Super Bowl halftime show has been.
Has been
that draw. And it's not going to be
no
for me
poll
this year.
since Coldplay.
Unless it's another Kelsey Bowl. I don't know that, or just as long as Philadelphia make it. If Philadelphia makes it, I will watch. But for Usher, no.
Yeah.
I won't be as interested. It's interesting, though.
Yeah, it would be incredibly interesting if she decided to do the halftime show next year because of an affiliation. No,
if she
next
said
year,
yes,
next season.
if she came to them though and said, "You know what? I've got a break. I could do this if you wanted."
This year.
Yeah. Do you think they'd bump them? They'd be stupid not to,
You're
or work
right.
something
You're
out
right.
with Usher.
But how do you come back from that, Usher? I mean, if you're going to get bumped by Taylor Swift. Right.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's like
or
saying,
maybe the lead-in,
Yeah.
play a song and then go to Taylor Swift.
Right. Yeah, and then
because he'd still get the publicity. He'd still get.
That would
People
be
would still see
be
him.
like if you were doing the halftime show and all four of them are still alive and they said the Beatles want to reunite on the halftime show. Yeah, I'll leave that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because how do you say no?
Yeah.
How do you be like,
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
No, you're not. I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm out of the way. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But People Magazine, by the time this airs tonight, will be just hours away from revealing who their newsmaker of the year is. And of course, Taylor Swift is on the short
Time
list.
Magazine.
Time Magazine.
Because and you're right. She's on the short list. And leading into that, People has already named her the most intriguing person. The most. It's a list of 25. There's 25. Yeah. She's at the top of it, of course.
Sure.
Beyonce's at number 5.
That's a cat fight.
It kind of don't do that. It's not a cat fight.
You're right.
It's not a cat fight.
I just did Jimmy.
You
Sorry.
did. I'm just surprised because forever Beyonce was number 1, and not to pit them against each other. It's just kind of showing how it's shifted, and now everything she friggin' touches.
And it's happened quickly.
Yeah.
I remember when she bought her library back from Scooter Braun for $300 million. I thought, does she have $300 million? And I think she was worth like $370. So not that she had to mortgage properties, because she's got more than enough goodwill that a bank would give her the money. So she did, and now she's worth over $1 billion. And away it goes. And I remember guys like John Bon Jovi wanted to buy part ownership into the Buffalo Bills when it was for sale. Mm-hmm. And he had $300 million. And they said, that's not enough. John Bon Jovi doesn't have enough money to be a part owner in a National Football League franchise. That's how expensive they are. Taylor Swift is probably the rest of her tour away from buying her own.
Well, she became a billionaire this year because of a tour. She's a billionaire now, a certified and that's. Say, you mentioned the financing, and yes, the money side of it, absolutely. But literally everything she touches now turns to gold. Mm-hmm. And it is interesting, these classes that are popping up to look at, as you said, even the NFL diving into it. How? Mm-hmm. What is she doing? Because she's doing it right, clearly. Right. Because these crowds and not just the money side of it, but as I brought up this morning, I wouldn't say she is political, but she has voiced some opinions on the U.S. election, just getting people out to vote more so, encouraging people to vote. People are registering. People want to get out there and do it. Yep. Like this influence she has. People are watching the NFL. People are buying whatever she wears. It's just mind-boggling.
I think, if I may, and I'm completely wrong, and I'm more than happy to be wrong, is I think it's just one of those things where she does not follow the status quo. I think forever. Like the NFL is a destroyer on the ocean. Do you know how long it takes to stop a destroyer and turn it around? Hours and miles. Taylor Swift can just do whatever she wants. The NFL will never change. It's too cumbersome. It's too big. There's too much money. So that's why things there never change. Mm-hmm. But Taylor Swift comes along and says, I don't have to do what you guys do all the time. That's why, and everybody's like, well, you can't change it. That's the way it is. Look at the way it is with Colin Kaepernick.
She's not changing.
As soon as somebody tries to do anything. So that's what I mean. So she just comes in and does it. So they're shocked.
But she's not even doing anything.
No, that's what I mean.
She just shows up at a game.
Yeah.
And viewership's up, and people are asking questions, and they're following. And no, they didn't do it.
That's what they're shocked. They're like, but the success of the NFL is things we do, right? No. It's not you.
No, but that's what I mean. Like why? Yeah. Why is it no matter what she does, it just changes. And part of the article in People, because they do release a snippet of it, is the fact that she just does it. She just does what she wants, and
That's
not
right.
in an arrogant or
That's her brand.
egotistical way. She just lives her life, and somehow everybody wants to follow it and be like it and be part of it and involved, and it's just.
And with the fact
incredible.
that it's music is only the contributing factor. That was the Beatles, too. The Beatles, who they were. They didn't change their hair. They didn't change the suits. They were who they were, their brand. The music was great. Taylor Swift, music's great. This is who she's going to be her whole career. She didn't try to be somebody else. She put it together, and not that it worked, but that's part of what makes it work, is that she does what she wants. She will not be told what to do.
Or conform to other people's
or have to follow in the
opinions and
footsteps of
views.
other quote-unquote female young performers like Britney Spears or whoever.
This is what she's comfortable doing, and all the power to
I'm
her.
going to write my own songs. Like I say, I've met country artists who come into our radio station with Cool 100, our sister station, years ago. When she was young, one of them said, I took songwriting classes with her. I remember when she was
Wow.
12 years old, would come to class late because her mom had to drive her after dropping off, was it a
Her brother.
sibling or somebody at school? And then the 9 o'clock class, she would come rolling at 20 after 9. There's 12-year-old Taylor Swift with a bunch of 28-year-old guys and gals in a songwriting school in Nashville. She, at 12, was taking songwriting classes. She knew what she wanted. Her parents supported her. This isn't some fly-by-night,
Well, no.
lucky. This has been her plan for a very long time.
So that side of it's interesting too, because of the business. Like she's just a smart woman, and it's paying off because, as going back to the beginning of this whole conversation, she's topping everything, and I am 85-90% sure she will be Times.
She will be time. Yeah.
Person of the year. Now, there are other people running in that list that I wouldn't be surprised beat her. I'm not as confident they will.
Yeah.
But you mentioned two this morning, which I thought did have a good chance.
Sam Altman, who is the ChatGPT
And this
artificial
was just
intelligence guy.
recently that happened.
Right.
Where he was let go, and nobody knows really why.
Then brought back.
Like days later.
Nobody really knows what happened in there. Maybe we'll all find out. But the way AI, of course, is just going to take over technology, and his name is the name most attached to it. So that's why I think this might be the year of artificial intelligence, and we're going to learn Sam Altman is the name we're going to, like we learned Gates, like we learned Zuckerberg, like Sam Altman is the new name we're all going to know. Elon Musk, we learned all the names.
Jobs.
Steve Jobs, exactly. Yeah. They became synonymous with products and movements, and Sam Altman is the next one. So that, or Barbie.
Barbie, it was a big year for Barbie.
That whole movement and created from not only the movie, of course, but the nostalgia aspect of it, the fun of it, how nobody took it seriously. We all enjoyed it, and as a result, rode the wave.
Yes, there was a serious message, though, attached to that movie, and I think that was part of it, too. Yes, the nostalgia, and it's Barbie, and yeah, it can take you back, but the message attached to it, because looking at it, for a lot of grown-up women who had Barbies, when you look back and think about where she was and where we all are and how it continues in some ways, it's like, wow, not a lot has changed. A lot has, but it does take you back and realize that, okay,
There was a movement.
There's still change to be had. There's still more we need to do, and the whole perception of it and everything. You take an ownership of it, you become proud almost with it. So there was a movement.
So you almost kind of do a legitimizing of it if you make it Barbie Time News Person of the Year or Movement of the Year.
I don't know if I like the word legitimize, but honor it.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
But I'm saying that because people who buy Time magazine poo-poo Barbie.
Sure they do.
That's what would be so interesting.
This is what I mean. This is kind of gives it that acknowledgement and that honor.
Their magazine would say, no. This is real.
And this is worth having a look at.
And same thing for Taylor Swift, because a lot of the Time magazine buyers, not big fans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think it would, if she is the person of the year, I think it does not prove or show, but maybe just open that door to, whoa, there's more to this lady than just her music. She just doesn't stand on stage with a guitar. There's a lot more to her than that.
Twitter the other day, there was a very long thread on somebody had used a clip from one of her concerts, and they said, I just don't get it. She's got no talent. She can't dance. She's not, like, literally like nothing.
Yeah.
And what ran through my mind is, I don't believe in reincarnation, but you are the 1950s guy who said Elvis is garbage. You're the 1960s guy who said the Beatles are garbage. You're the 1965 guy who said the fat lip guy in front of the Rolling Stones will never make it. Like,
what did you call me this morning? A fun killer? That's a fun killer.
Yeah, you're a thrill killer.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's sort of like I'm hearing the message and going, you're not new. And you've been wrong forever.
Yep.
That person in society who says, no, that's not good. No, that will go nowhere. And it just becomes phenomenons.
Oh, my gosh.
Everybody's always had, like the ones who are the phenomenons have always had the naysayers who said, oh, that's not, like I remember, that Elvis, he should cut his hair and stop dancing with us. Like, it's been going on forever. Nobody believes you when you say that. What makes you think people believe you because you go on Twitter and say Taylor Swift doesn't have any talent? Nobody believes you.
I have no patience for people like this.
Yeah.
And maybe it's getting older. Maybe it's an age thing. I'm getting old, Mark. The negativity, there's no need for it. And I'm getting really tired of it.
Yeah.
And just not accepting it. Like, I'm taking a page out of your book. Tolerant. I'm just not tolerant of it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? You can have your opinion.
Sure.
And if you don't think she has any talent, you don't have to like her.
That's right.
You don't.
Yep.
But then this need to share that drives me crazy.
And look for validation and likes with other people.
Well, what is the purpose? What are you trying to achieve by putting that out there?
Yeah.
Honestly, you're putting something negative when you should be putting something positive.
Well, they're hoping that people validate.
Sure, they are. They want validation, but again, it's not positive validation. It's negative. So they're keeping this cycle of negativity, and I'm just done.
No,
I'm done with it.
I know.
That's why I hit delete.
Yep.
On Facebook and everything else.
There are lots of people who are famous and very wealthy doing things that I don't think they're very talented at, and I've never told them.
No.
It's just something in the world I don't like.
They're doing
That's
their
okay.
thing. It's not
I don't
affecting
like it.
me.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me. If they want to do that, hey, all the power to them.
Yeah.
They'll probably fall on their face, but it's not me to say.
That's right. We'll find out tomorrow who's on the. I'm going to go with Sam Altman, not because Taylor Swift doesn't deserve it. I just think Time Magazine and its, uptightness, whatever, they're going to look at the business side because Wall Street Journal made Taylor Swift the newsmaker and business person of the year.
And Taylor
Taylor
was on the cover of Time in 2017.
Right.
So
yeah. Well, okay.
Kind of balances out.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there.
She can top everything else. Time can have Sam Altman.
For sure. Coming up tomorrow. Now, we're going to be unveiling our Throwback Thursday. Once again is our Clash of the Christmas Classics.
That's right.
And Darlene loves Christmas Baby Please Come Home. Totally took care of business last week over Mariah Carey.
Wasn't even close.
So she comes back as a returning champ, and we've got her taking on another tremendous song.
Another champ.
Which made some news today, but we don't want to give it away.
No, we'll talk about it again tomorrow.
But so we're going to have that for you, so you'll be voting for that coming up. And then just a final thought, I got turkey bingo tonight.
I know you do. The biggest turkey in town is going to be. Now you're giving away turkeys? Is that the okay?
So we don't give away cash.
So you give away turkeys. Okay.
That's what you win.
That's awesome. A turkey giving away a turkey.
It's perfect.
And I say that with all the love in the world, Mark.
Yeah, it's not a lot of mocking. But I can't wait. It's 120 people. That's it. I know bingo halls.
That's a lot.
No, that's not a lot.
That's it. That's a lot. I know you're used to bigger crowds, Mark, but
let me tell you, when I was putting myself through broadcast college back in the day.
But it is sold out.
It is. I'm looking forward to it, which is great because all the money goes to Christmas sharing. And there'll be gift cards for turkeys.
The venue has changed. So if you are listening to this and planning on going this evening, the Yacht Club is where you want to show up tonight.
Bay of Quinte Yacht Club on South Front Street in town, not the Belleville Club as originally ticketed on your ticket. It's 7 o'clock Yacht Club. First ball out of the hopper. So get there about 7:15. I think doors open at 6:30.
So if you're calling the balls, what's Emily doing? Because she's going with you.
Running prizes.
Gotcha.
So when somebody
Okay.
else bingo, she runs with the
Gotcha.
microphone, checks cards. They're going to have other volunteers too. I don't know, maybe after 2 games they're going to be like, we want Emily. Fine, whatever. And I'll go run around. I really don't care.
I don't know that you having one-on-one contact is a good idea.
No, with listeners?
Well,
I don't know.
you tend to get hung up.
I do. I become a little obsessive with people.
He's like a puppy.
Yeah.
He's like a puppy.
Well,
exactly.
he's friendly.
And you're very friendly.
I've had my shots.
And it's all fun and good. It's all great. And then he tries to crawl in your lap. And that's where it gets a little
but
iffy.
it's Christmas, Santa. I'm not Santa. I'm a man with a beard at Kindness Court at the Quinte Mall. Get off my lap. So anyway, I was kind of hoping for a new guitar amp. Get off my lap.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Take lots of pictures and get lots of stories, which I know you will. And we'll talk about that coming
Well,
up
Emily
tomorrow.
will have to take pictures.
And then
I
you'll be
suppose.
home in time to see Christine Sinclair.
That's
going to
be kind of cool tonight. We talked about that this morning, too.
Yeah.
And all kudos in the world for her.
Incredible. Just incredible.
What an incredible career. And to still be out running around representing this
Almost
country
40.
on a full pitch at 40. Who's done everything? Like, why keep coming back? Because she loves it. And she's good at it.
One of Canada's greatest athletes. Like,
And
just amazing.
Without a doubt. And I think for that reason, the Lyle Conacher Athlete of the Year is a tough choice this year. You think she's automatic?
No. Connor Bedard.
No.
No.
Although, okay, why not?
He'd be in there.
Nick Taylor won the Canadian Open for the first time.
That's right. I forgot about Nick Taylor.
There are so many this year.
When are we going to hear about his pick?
That'll be coming up in a couple of weeks, and I would have said Nick
Okay.
Taylor hands down. And then the story came out a couple of weeks ago about Christine Sinclair, and I went, boy, that's good too. So did he do the one thing this year that makes him the Athlete of the Year, but Christine Sinclair gets like the honorary Career of the
I
Year?
wonder if she's been an
right?
athlete before.
I bet you she has. If not, they can't let that go.
They got to give it to Nick.
But there's so I just think that would be.
Nick.
I would think
that was the tackle, right?
Yeah. No. Well, Adam Hadwin got tackled.
But that's what I mean. The tackle on the green.
Whoa, he can take a hit though. Adam Hadwin's wife had just the funniest. She
So
just
Whitney
kept
Houston's,
retweeting it.
My hair will go on.
Yeah. She just loved it. My husband can take a punch. Yeah, what a guy.
Oh, I digress. Sorry, kind of off on a tangent there. Sorry. Okay, so Mark's doing bingo tonight.
If you're going, we'll see you there. If not, we'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Mark and Charity Mornings on 95.5 Hits FM. Have a great day.